what's up folks, it's 2bricks and happy December 7th. Today we're going to be building my representation of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, the ARC 170 Starfighter. So I really wanted to do the ARC 170 for this particular chapter of the saga because it's my favorite new ship from that movie. I think it's just an absolutely beautiful and iconic design. It's like, you know, the forerunner to the X-Wing. It's got the folding double S-foils as well as the big central wings with those big beefy engines at the front. It's just such a cool looking ship. And it houses so many clones and it just looks so powerful, you know, flying through space with those huge front-facing cannons there. It's just a really, really epic ship. And yeah, it was unfortunate that in the opening scene of Revenge of the Sith, so many of these ships were seen getting taken down by smaller, inferior craft. But that's because these were really not designed to be going toe-to-toe in dogfights. They're too big, they're too slow, and they were really used as a distraction in that scene. And it's a shame that so many of those brave clones had to lose their lives in order for Anakin and Obi-Wan to fulfill their mission and get to the Chancellor. But such is the horror of war, I suppose. So now that we've talked about the horrors of war and casualties and all that stuff, yeah, happy December. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far and you've been getting a kick out of each of these little ships. If you do want to build this one, of course, the instructions are available for you now on the Rubricable page where you initially purchased the Advent Calendar, or in your inbox if you subscribe to that option, as well as this ship is individually available for just over $1 on my Rubricable store. So if you didn't want to get all of the Advent Calendar builds, you can just go ahead and get this one, and hopefully you get a kick out of it. This is one of the more fragile builds, just owing to the restrictions and stuff that I was under to try to capture all the details that are necessary. So these wings here on the side are held in with a single stud, and I normally wouldn't do that, but I just kind of had to for this example. There was just nothing else I could do. So do just be careful when you're assembling that you don't accidentally break off these wings. But other than that, I think you should be golden. This is a really fun one, and it's actually quite swishable once it's put together. And I really enjoy flying this one around the house and pretending to be, you know, in the Battle of Coruscant and flying towards General Grievous's flagship. So there you go. There is the Aggressive Reconnaissance 170, the ARC 170 Starfighter, an absolutely legendary entry here into the canon. And I'm so excited to be able to have it as part of the Advent Calendar series. So that's it for the prequel trilogy era and the whole Clone Wars era. Tomorrow we're going to be moving on to the dark times, you know, between episodes 3 and 4. All of those stories that have taken place in between those two movies have so many iconic and interesting vehicles. I'm super excited to be moving on to that era. So yeah, tune in tomorrow to see what's in store for December 8th. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching that video and watching here to the end as well. I really appreciate it. If you do like the video, go ahead and like, comment if you want to, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you missed yesterday's announcement, 2025 is going to be a crazy year for the channel because we're going to be building a almost 10-foot long Venator Star Destroyer that is going to be the biggest Venator I believe ever made in Lego, and is going to be absolutely dominating over the top of my Lego micro scale fleet. The reason why it has to be so big is that it is in scale with the rest of my micro fleet, and rather than redesign all of those ships to be smaller, I decided to design one really big ship to showcase the absolute awesome scale of Star Wars ships and vehicles. And of course the Venator isn't even an especially big ship, so that's like just to kind of blow your mind even further to think about the enormity of Star Wars ships. So yeah, that's going to be a crazy fun project, and if you do want to support me in that endeavor, you can head on over to patreon.com/2bricks and you can see some of the perks that I have available there. Hopefully there's something there to please everybody, ranging from shout outs in my videos to hanging out with me live once a month to discounts on my Rubricable store. I try to spread out all of the perks and give, you know, something available for everybody. So any support that you give there is absolutely crucial and essential to me being able to do what I do here on the channel, and I couldn't possibly thank all of you anymore. For anybody that gives any amount of money, you're absolutely invaluable. So thank you so much. Today's patron shout out goes to Alexander Britton. Thank you so much for your support. I'm actually originally from Great Britain. No connection there, I know, but I always smile when I see that name. So thank you so much for the support that you've been giving me and literally enabling me to do the things that I need to do to keep this channel alive. It means the world to me. So thank you so much, Alexander, for the support. You're a super valuable member of the 2bricks family here, just like all of the other patrons that I have shouted out in the past and will shout out in the future. and all of the patrons that you see scrolling by at the beginning and end of each video. All of you guys are the lifeblood of the 2bricks channel here, so I really appreciate it. I'm going to get to work on the next video. We're going to be moving on, like I said, to an interesting new part of the Star Wars timeline tomorrow, so tune back in to see what we're going to be building, and until then, thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.